going to start with the first question. Here the main function create an object of temp. Assign temp dot x is equal to 10. Assign temp dot next is equal to temp. And the temp dot next, what it is going to be print. What it is going to be print. First of all, the structure is going to be like this. Temp dot x and temp dot next. There are two parts here. That means a node is consisting of node is going to be like this, and it is going to be two parts. And one is x and one is next. This is going to be x, x, and this is going to be next. There are two values here. This is going to be temp now. The node is going to be temp now. And here temp dot x is going to be temp dot x is equal to 10 here. What is temp here? First of all, what is temp? Temp is the address. Temp is the address of this node. For example, this is going to be 1000. The address is going to be 1000, and it is going to be temp is 1000 here. And what they are writing, temp dot next is equal to 1000 again. Temp dot next is equal to 1000. That means here also it is containing what is the address of this node. I am going to, that is a self node here. That is a self node. It's a single node, and it contains the address value also the same address. Now it is asking that temp dot next. What is temp dot next? Temp dot next is 1000, and what is in that x value? That is 10. That is 10 again. Yes, the answer is a 10 here. The answer is going to be 10 here. The answer is going to be 10. Nothing else. Clear, everyone? For example, I'm going to tell you how some nodes are going to be, and single node. There are three nodes like this. There are three nodes like this, and the final node is always going to be with null. Always the final node is going to be null. And here this is going to be header temp, for example. And here header dot values are x is equal to 10, for example. And head dot next is equal to, for example, temp is at this position, or new node is at this position. Temp dot header dot next is equal to new node. That means this contains some address, and this contains some address, and this contains some address. Header dot next, this is next, right? This is next. Head dot next is equal to new node. That means here I'm going to make 2000 here. That means there is a link between these two. There is a link between these two. And then temp moves to this position, and now the new node is going to be this one. New node is going to be this one, and a temp dot data is equal to, for example, some 100, and a temp dot next is equal to new node. Temp dot next is equal to new node. That means, for example, it is going to be 3000. Now this new node is going to, there is a link between these two like this, and here it is containing some 200 data like this. If the node structure is going to be like this, for example, it is going to be like this, and it is asking that what is head dot next dot data. What is head? This is head. Head means 1000. Dot next means 2000. That means this one. Dot data means 100, and this contains 100. This contains 100. For example, no, head dot next dot next. For example, head dot next. It contains the address of the third node. For example, head dot next means this one. That means 2000. 2000 dot next is going to be 3000. That means it is going to be represent the address of the third node. Address of the third node. Clear, everyone? This type of simple questions they are going to be asked in a single linked list. I already explained structure concept in the previous class. And what is the output of the following pseudocode? P is equal to 4, Q is equal to 7, and R is equal to 10. And simply coming into this position, P is equal to, but it is going to be P is equal to Q mod R. What is Q? Q is going to be 7, 7 mod R. If the numerator is a smaller value, if the numerator is smaller value, the same is the output. If it is, for example, 17, what is the remainder here? The remainder is 7. But here the numerator is a smaller number, then P becomes a 7 only. Okay, the P becomes a 7, and coming to this, Q is equal to Q plus P. What is Q value? Q value is 7, 7 plus 4. Q is equal to 11 here. Then R is equal to R plus Q. What is R? R plus Q value is going to be 11. Then it becomes there options. No, I think these are going to be like this. I think this 17, this is 11 and 17, and this is 14 and 21. I think, and this is 14 and 24. And here it is going to be 21, and this is going to be 21. This is going to be 21. Then the answer is P is the 7, 7, 11, 21. 7, 11. There it is. Q value is a 7, 7 plus 7. Sorry, 7 plus 7. It is going to be 14. Sorry, 7 plus 7. It is going to be 14. Why? Because P value is modified as 7, right? 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. 7, 14, 21. Answer is a C here. Answer is going to be C. This is the answer. Clear, everyone? Here P value is modified. P value is not 4, right? P value is modified as a 7. Then P plus Q. Q value is a 7 and P value is modified as 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. Then coming to this value, sorry, Q value is going to be 14, right? Just a minute. Q value is going to be 14. What is R value? R value is a 10. 10 plus Q value is a 14. Then it becomes a 24. Then it becomes a 24. The answer is the last value. 7, 14 and 24 is the answer. 7, 14 and 24 is the answer. Clear, everyone? Moving to the next question. What is the output of the following pseudocode here? A is equal to 50, B is equal to 25, and C is equal to C is equal to 5. And we have to go for operator precedence here. First of all, the precedence is star and divided by. Then we have to add the result. And B is the what? A into B here. A into B. 50 into 25. 50 into 25 is done. And then it is going to be divided by 5. Divided by 5. Divided by 5. And then that is 250. 250 plus 5. 255 is the answer. 255 is the answer. Both have same precedence, right? If the same precedence is done, we have to operate from the left hand side. Okay, first value is this one, right? We have to operate this one, then we have to divide it, and addition has the least priority, least precedence, then we have to add at the last. If it has some bracket, for example, if it has some bracket here, we have to operate first C plus C, then I have to generate A into B, then I have to divide it. Okay. Moving into the simple question, right? These type of questions are going to be asked in DXC and Capgemini also. The simple question, at least one question, definitely. And moving into the next question, what will be the output of the following pseudocode? X, Y, Z, A. Y is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2 here. Okay. Then X is equal to, we have to set the value of X. within the bracket y is equal to y into 2. What is y value? Y value is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Then y becomes a 4 here. Then y becomes a 4. 4 plus bracket within the bracket. Within the bracket. Z is equal to A is equal to Y. What is Y value? Y value is 4, right? Y value is 4. Then A value is 4 and Z value is going to be 4. 4 plus 4 is going to be 8. The answer is going to be 8. Y value is 4, right? Y value is 4. Then A value is 4 and Z value is also 4. Then the answer is going to be 4 plus 4, that is going to be 8. Okay. Moving into the next question. Y value is going to be 41 and K value is going to be 37. And coming to this, J value is equal to 42 and K value is equal to 36. K value, new K value is going to be 36. Then J is equal to J by K, J by K, J by K. What is the coefficient here? What is the coefficient here? What is the coefficient? The coefficient is going to be 1 only, right? 1 only. The coefficient is going to be 1. The coefficient is going to be 1. Then J becomes, instead of 42, it becomes 1. And coming to this value, and K is equal to K by J. K by J means that is going to be 36 only. Then the answer is, we have to print K comma J. K is 36 and J is 1 here. 36 and 1 is the answer. 36 and 1 is the answer. 36 and 1 is the answer. If you have so many times this question, the same question is going to be asked in so many drives, especially in DXC, emphasis, Capgemini, the same question, exact question, and this question also, the exact question which is asked in DXC, and this question is also asked in Capgemini, the same questions, same type of questions they are going to be asked. Okay, now it is an integer. A is equal to 456, B, C, and D is equal to 10. Here, B is equal to A by 10 here. A by 10. That means 456 by 10. Both are integers, right? Integers by integer. Definitely it is going to be an integer. Then it is going to be like this. 456 divided by 10. The answer is going to be 45. B is going to be 45 here. Then coming to this value. Don't think that 45.6 here. Both are integers definitely, and B is also integer, right? B is also integer. That's why integer by integer is integer. If it is B is a float, it is going to be 45.0, not 45.6. Okay. If both are integers, definitely it is going to be represent integer only. Then it is coming here and C is equal to A minus B. What is A value? A value is 456 minus 45. 456 minus 45. The answer is going to be 411 here. The 411, nothing is there. Okay. This is one type of question. The same question, if you go for this one, the similar type of question here. Both are integers again. We have to imagine that there is a function, remainder function is there, and 484 by 10. 484 by 10. What is the remainder here? The remainder is going to be 4. The remainder is going to be 4. 484 mod 10. The remainder is going to be 4 here. The remainder is going to be 4. And then A is equal to A by D. That means A becomes 98 now. 98 mod 10. That is going to be 8. The remainder is going to be 8. The first expression, the answer is 4. And in the next expression, the answer is 8. The answer is 4 and 8 is the answer. 4 and 8 is the answer. Is it clear, everyone? And moving to the next question, same similar type of question, this one also. A is equal to 984 and B is equal to 10. Now the result is going to be in float on float value, but A and B both are integers, right? A and B both are integers. Definitely the answer is going to be integer only. 98, for example, 984 divided by 10. The remainder is going to be the quotient. Sorry, the quotient is going to be 98. Quotient is going to be 98. But here the C is in float, right? That's why it is going to be 98.0 is the answer. 98.0 is the answer. Okay. Then moving to the next question, the similar type of question here also. Just observe here, it is now A is 984 and B is 10, but it is float here. If you observe here, now this expression is one value is integer and another value is float. If any single value is a float, the result is going to be coming on float and we are going to store the result on the float also. Then the answer is 98.4 here. At this case, for example, if you write here float or here integer, we can, the answer any one value is float, the answer is always float. Getting my point? Now observe here, these type of questions mainly asked in Capgemini. This type of bitwise operations, especially this bitwise operation. This is going to be bitwise XOR gate, XOR gate. Okay. Now A value is 8, B value is 51, and C value is going to be 2 here. Then we have to calculate this value first of all. Now moving into this value, what is that? A value. What is A binary here? A binary is going to be 8, right? 8 binary is going to be 0, 111. We have to calculate what is the B binary here. What is a B binary? That is going to be 51. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to write like this. And here 2 power 5 is going to be 31. 32, sorry. 2 power 5 is going to be 32. 32 plus 16. 32 plus 16 is going to be 48, right? 48. That's why I'm going to put 1 here. 48, right? Now 48 minus 51 minus 48. Then it becomes 3 here. 3 binary means 11. This is 51 binary. We have to normalize this one also into 8 byte like this. Okay. Then I'm going to calculate, I'm going to apply bitwise XOR gate here. Bitwise XOR gate. XOR gate is going to be, if both are zeros, it will be 0, and both are ones also, it will be zeros. That's why here 0, 0. If both are not same, then I'm going to represent with 1. This is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And we have to calculate again. What is the decimal value of this value. 2 power 5 is going to be 31, 32, 32 plus 16 plus this is 2 power 4, and then 2 power 3, that is going to be 8. 2 power 3 is going to be 8, and it is going to be 3 here. That means 51 plus 51 plus 8, that is going to be 59 is the answer. 59 is the answer. For example, here it is going to be plus 3. Clear, everyone? Is going to be 51 plus 8. 51 plus 8, that is going to be 51 plus 8, that is going to be 60, right? Just observe here if you have any doubt. It's going to be 59. Okay, it is going to be 59. 51 plus 8, right? 59. Sorry, it is going to be 59 now. Then I have to again XOR of A. What is A value? A value is 8 only. And again I have to mention with 8. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. And again I have to apply. Again I have to apply bitwise, not up bitwise, sorry. XOR gate 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. And if you observe here, this is the value of exactly 51, right? Again, that means A is added and A is deleted here. That means again the value is going to be 51 only. Again the value is 51 only. C value is 51. Now it becomes C value is also 51. Okay. Now B is equal to B mod 4. B is equal to B mod 4. That means what is the remainder? It is going to be 3 here. Sorry, it is going to be 3 here. Okay. Then B becomes a 3 and B becomes a 3. Here A value is 8 only and B value is 3 and C value is going to be 51. We have to add all the values here. That is, I think is missing here. C value 6543210 0 0 and 1 1 is going to be 48 1 1 and A binary is going to be 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. This is going to be 8 and I'm going to apply here. I'm going to apply bit XOR gate 0 0 1 1 0 1. Here also 1 0 1 1 and then I'm going to apply 8 value. 8 value is going to be 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 and I'm going to manipulate here. I'm going to apply this is 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. This is going to be an XOR gate, but the result is not perfect, right? Is equal to B mod 4. Here this value is going to be 51 again. Definitely it is going to be 51, right? Definitely it is going to be 51. Definitely it is going to be 51. 51 plus 3. 51 plus 3, that is going to be 54 plus 8. 54 plus 8, that is going to be 62, right? The answer is going to be 62. Where is this? And I'm going to work with this. Just a minute. It is not directly executed. I have to change here. Okay, I have to change here like this. This is int ABC, and I have to put a semicolon there. And A value is going to be 8 here, and B value is going to be 51. B value is going to be 51, and C value is going to be 2. And C value is going to be 2 here. And instead of printing this value, I'm going to print here print f percentage d comma a plus b plus c. I'm going to print. I'm going to convert into like this. This mod is going to be converted into like this, and then I'm going to write this one. I'm going to execute it. The answer is going to be 13. Sorry, I'm missing something here. What I'm missing? What is the C value? For example, I'm going to write percentage d, a comma b comma c. Value is 2. It is 2 here. It is 2. The value is modified here, right? The value here is it is modified. But I'm working with 51, but here it is going to be C, right? That is the mistake here. Sorry for that. I'm working with 51, right? This is C. Okay, the answer is okay, 13 only. Okay, just I missed something. Here I'm thinking that here it is going to be B here. No, it is going to be C, right? Okay. That means C, that means 2 plus 8 minus 8. That means 8 is going to be removed here and it becomes a 2 only. Becomes a 2 only. Okay. The answer is 13. Okay. I'm thinking that here it is B. Okay. What will be the output of the following pseudocode? Here A is 15 and B is 7. And A value is 15 here. 15 mod A minus 3. A minus 3 means 12. A is not modified. Now the result is going to be 3. The remainder is going to be 3, right? Now A value is modified as 3 here. A value is modified as 3 here. Now coming to this position, B is equal to B mod. What is B value? B value is 7. 7 mod B minus 3, that is going to be 4. Then it is also 7 minus 4, that is also 3 again. B is 3. Then A is equal to A mod 1. Anything is divisible by A, right? Anything is divisible by A, then the mod means it remainder is 0. And B mod 1, that is also remainder is 0. Then A plus B, the answer is going to be 0 here. Anything is divisible by 1, right? Then the remainder is always 0. A is 0 and B is also 0. Then the answer is going to be 0. Okay. What will be the output of the following program here? Set character array C is equal to ABCD. Character result C of 1 plus 31. And just observe here. This is C of 0. This is C of 1. This is C of 2. This is C of 3. Okay. For example, here any character. For example, here C of 1 is B, right? B plus 31. What it is going to be? What is the character here? If you observe here, if you are observing here where it is, okay. Any character, the ASCII value I'm going to print, then you will understand. Char CH is equal to A, small capital A, comma CH1 is equal to small a. And I'm going to print capital Z, okay, capital Z. Then I'm going to print percentage D space percentage D. I'm going to print any characters here. For example, CH comma CH1. Okay, just we have to observe what is the ASCII values here. The ASCII values of capital A and the capital Z is from 65 to 90. 65 to 90 is the capital letters. Okay, then I'm going to modify it as a small values, If I'm going to execute it, the answer is 97 minus 97 to 122. 65 to 90 is the capital letters. 97 to 122 is the small letters. For example, 97 minus 65. Every time the difference is 32 here. For example, if you want to convert small into capital into small, we have to add like this. For example, this is a small letter, right? If you want to convert small letter into capital letter, we have to decrement it. For example, here I'm going to write 90 plus 32, that is going to be 122, that is a small letter. You want to convert small into capital like this. Okay, in the same way, that is the difference is 32 always. But here B plus it is going to be B, right? B plus 32 means small letter of B. Plus 31 means small a. That's why the answer is going to be A here. If it is 32, the answer is small b. If it is 31, that's why the answer is going to be this one. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? Then this question is mandatory question in Capgemini. Single question they are going to be asked. Just to go, this question is always asked in the last question, but this question is very simple to answer. That's why first of all answer this question. This question is very simple to answer. Okay. And coming to here, count oval of, there is a function like that. We are not going to write any code, and we have to imagine that count oval string returns number of ovals in a string. In here it is giving that count oval of OK is equal to returns true. That means this function is how many ovals are there? There are 2 ovals. That's why it is going to be returned 2. And the lower of string converts all the letters of the string to the lower case. Example, lower of OK, it returns OK in the small letters. Okay, that means here there are two functions here. Okay, and what are the ovals here? The ovals are going to be A, E, I, O, U, right? A, E, I, O, U. First of all, we have to go inside the function. Here lower of str plus lower of str. That means I am going to add this string 1 and string 2. I'm going to add this string 1 and string 2. That means all are going to be lower, right? A Q, O, Q. Then again string, that is O, Q, O. That means here lower of str1 plus str2 plus str1 again plus str1 again. And how many vowels here? Again str, Q, O, Q. This is the string here. Then again we are going to lower, means that is again lower. That means here these 3 are going to be added. These 3 are going to be added, and you have to find here how many vowels here. How many vowels here? How many vowels here? There is only O, right? O is how many times it is repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4 times it is repeated. So the answer is going to be 4. That's why the answer is going to be 4 here. That's why the answer is going to be 4. The answer is going to be 4 here. Clear, everyone? This very simple question, this type of questions in Capgemini. Not exact question, okay? Not exact question, but the question is very easy to answer. Sometimes it is going to be asked in substring of function also. A substring, I give this type of question. Sometimes it is going to be a very big string like this. This is going to be training. This is training, for example, and this is in string 1. This is at string 1, for example, str1 is equal to this one, and you have to find the substring of sub str is a function sub str of s1 comma 9 here. And here if you read this one, it is going to be clearly give you the what sub str is going to be working. That means from 9th character onwards, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From this character, it is going to be take a string like this, plus a sub str of s1 comma 2 comma 5. That means it is going to be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have to add this one, and what is the output it is going to be asked. and how many vowels are there. In this way, they are going to be asked like with the substring and count vowels. How many capital letters are there? How many lower characters are there? This type of questions they are going to be asked. But if you read this note, it will be helpful to you. Clear? Going for this question also, it is also the similar type of question. It is also similar type of question here. For example, string 1 is equal to mn and string 2 is equal to mn. Okay. Lower of str1 plus str2 is palin function of string returns 1 if the string is a palindrome. Otherwise, it is going to be 0. For example, is palindrome of triple y that returns 1 here. Lower of string converts all the characters to the string into the lower case. That means lower of OK is equal to lower of OK. Okay. Now, lower of, first of all, we have to add the characters and we have to lower case convert into the lower case small n, then str2. Sometimes it is going to be asked with string 2 plus string 1. Okay. Don't be confused here. Okay. Then we have to add string 2 first, then string 1 next. Here string 1 plus string 2, right? Mn, then m. This is the string it is going to be converted. Is this a palindrome? Is this a palindrome here? Palindrome means if I'm going to reverse it, I'm going to reverse here. M, n, m. If you observe here, both are same or not? Yes. If both are same, that means that is a palindrome. Then if it is the palindrome, it is going to be written 1 here. That's why the answer is going to be 1. That's why the answer is going to be 1 here. That's why the answer is going to be 1 here. Clear everyone? Okay. Going to the next question. Okay. Question is a very small question, but the note is very big here. The note contains nothing else. This is a bitwise AND operation and this is bitwise XOR operation. That's it, nothing else. Okay. That it is saying like that. Okay, nothing else. And bitwise AND bitwise XOR. When it is going to working with bitwise operation, just be careful. And the Q value is equal to Q plus 6. What is Q value? Q value is 8. 8 plus 6 is going to be 14. 14 and R value is going to be 5. 14. What is 14 binary? First of all, I'm going to write this one. Every time I'm going to write this one. And 14 binary. 14 means we have to go for 2 power 4 is going to be 16. That's why I'm not going for that one. 2 power 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 2, that is going to be 14. This is 14. Okay. And 5 is 101. 101. Okay. Now I'm going to apply AND operation. AND means if both are 1, then only it will be 1. Otherwise, it is going to be 0. That's why 0, 0, 0, 0. Here also it is going to be 1, 0, that is 0. 1, 1, that is 1. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Then what is the decimal value here? This is, you observe here, the 1 is at 2. That means 2 power 2, that is going to be 4. That means Q becomes a 4 here. Q becomes a 4. Q becomes a 4. With this expression, Q becomes a 4 here. Okay. Then moving into the next one, then R is equal to Q. That what is the new Q value? That is going to be 4. 4 plus p value is going to be 0, right? Then plus p value again 0, then r becomes 4 only, r becomes 4 only, r becomes 4. Then going to the next expression, 9 plus 8, that is going to be 17, 17 and 4, 17 XOR 4. What is 17 binary here? 17 binary, that means 16 1, right? That is 16 to power 4 and 1. This is going to be 17. This is going to be 17. Okay. 17. Then R value, the new R value is going to be 4. 4 binary is going to be this one. Then I'm going to apply. What I have to apply here? I have to apply XOR gate. XOR means if both are zeros and ones, it is going to be return 0. If both are alternative values, we have to return 1. That's why here 0 0 0 and here 1 0 1 0 1. And the binary value, the decimal value of this one is 2 power 4 is going to be 16. 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5, the answer is going to be 21. Now P becomes 21. P becomes 21. Now P becomes 21 here, then P plus Q plus R 8, and the answer is going to be 29. The answer is going to be 29. 21 plus 8, that is going to be 29 is the answer. Clear, everyone? Yes. How I am going to convert a number into a binary? A simple technique I am going to follow every time. Most of the numbers they are going to be asking 8-bit representation only. 8-bit representation means the maximum number is going to be, for example, here I'm going to put all the values here. The value is 255. Max the value is 255 when it is coming to the pseudocode. Okay. That's why every time I'm going to write 7654321. These values are 2 powers. We have to imagine that this is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7. We have to represent binary means we have to write any number into 2 powers. That's it, nothing else. For example, here I'm going to convert a number into number, for example, 75 into binary. 75 into binary. Okay. I have to know about what is 2 power 3, that is 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128, right? 128. 2 power 7 is 128, which is bigger than 75. There is no need to put 1 at as 2 power 7. That's why every time I'm going to put all the zeros here, and if there is any required, I'm going to convert it into 1. That's it, nothing else. Here, if I want to put 2 power 7, that is bigger than 75. That's why I'm not going to put there. And then 2 power 6 is 64. That is the lesser value than 75. That's why I'm going to put 64 there. That means what is the remaining value? What is the remaining value? Here the value is going to be 11, right? The value is going to be 11. Then I have to find what is the binary value for 11. That's it. 11's nearest highest binary position is 2 power 3. That is 8. 2 power 4 is 16. That's why I'm not going to put 2 power 16. 2 power 4. I have to go for 2 power 3. Here I'm going to put 1. That means 11 minus 8. It becomes 3 here. It becomes 3. Okay, now I'm going to find what is the nearest possible of 3 here. 3 binary is 1 1. That means 2 power 1, right? 2 power 1 is 2. I'm going to put 1 here. That means 3 minus 2, it becomes 1. Then 2 power 0 is 1. This is the binary value for 75. Clear? I'm going to explain the data structure questions at 12 p.m. session. Okay. Here I take 1010. Here it is 4. R value is modified as 4. That's why I take as 4 here. R value here it is modified as 4. The previous value is 5. But here it is modified as 4. That's why I'm taken as 4 here. Clear everyone? Chaitanya sir.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Okay, sir. My session is completed. Just start your session.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good morning, students. Is my voice clear to you all? So could anyone please respond in the chat box whether it is clearly audible to you or not? If it is clear, just give me the confirmation in the chat box. If not, the programming session has been ended and SAR has left the meeting. So if you have any doubts regarding this, again, the SAR will join in the class at, I think, 11:45. You can continue your doubts there. Clear. Thank you. Yeah. Every one of you said it is clearly audible. Okay, then thank you so much. So let me share my screen first of all. Yeah. So I have shared my screen. Is it visible to you? Like, good morning, good morning. You said it is clear and I have shared my screen. So I think that is also visible to you. Yesterday you have taken Capgemini test 2. That explain Python basics in evening doubt session. Python basics means see I don't know personally Python. So if you want anything related to the programming, you can ask Sudhir sir. Okay. So just now I told you he will be available with you after 11:45. So at 11:45 you can ask these doubts. So sir will definitely take the class. Okay. If not Sudhir sir, he will assign somebody else to train you people on the basics of Python. Okay, right. So let's see the text explanation of the Capgemini test 2, the reasoning part. So even though we named it as Capgemini and we told you in the previous classes, in Capgemini recruitment process, there won't be any questions from quantitative aptitude and reasoning as per the last 2-3 years process. Capgemini is focusing on cognitive games and we discussed those cognitive games in the evening session. Okay. Today also we'll discuss the remaining games and 1 or 2 games. If you have any doubt again, we'll discuss those. Okay. And so these questions we focused for DXC. Okay. The same pattern we given it for Capgemini also. Just to make you to practice more number of bits. So we'll start. The first question is, so a simple number series question. So what it is 5, 6, 30 and 180. So the series is 5, 6, 30 and 180. So that's a very simple series. Just by seeing it, you can identify what's the logic is. Okay. So what it is, may I know what is the answer for this question? Can anyone? Any one of you please give the answer in the chat box if you have answered it earlier. Someone said how to open IBM games. I told you, so you can play those IBM games in the CodeMine, but in CodeMine you have to search those games in the under different sections. But exactly if I want to play only IBM games, so go to technicalhub.io/IBM, capital IBM. Okay, so you will get it. Or if you want to play Capgemini games in place of IBM, so just type Capgemini, the small letters, you will play or you will get the Capgemini games. Okay, so the thing is technicalhub.io/IBM/ or Capgemini is launched. Okay. Next, 5, 6, 30, 180. So it is very clear. So 5 into 6 is equal to 130. Sorry, 30. 6 into 30 is equal to 180. So if I multiply first two numbers, I'm getting the third one. If I multiply the second and third, I'll get the fourth one. So in the same way, I have to multiply 30 into 180. That will be the answer. 30 into 180 will be 3 into 8 is 54 and two zeros. So 5400. So that is the answer here. Okay. Option D is the correct answer. It's a simple multiplication series. Okay. 1080. No, it is not correct. Someone said it is 1080. But many students given it as 1080, but it is not 1080. It is 5400. Very good. Very good. So let's move on to the next series here. So what is the next one? 5, 10, 17, 26. Okay. So in the previous question, just by seeing that, I can identify that's a multiplicative series. Product of two numbers is given the third number. But here it doesn't seem like that. So I'll go for the difference of the numbers here. What is the difference between the numbers here? The difference between 5 and 10 is 5 and 10 and 17 is 7, 17 and 26 is 9. Okay. After taking the difference, we got an idea. What are the difference numbers? 5, 7 and 9. So what should be the next difference here? It is obviously 11 because starting from 5, they are taking the odd numbers. So, okay. 5, 7, 9, 11. If 11 is a difference, so 26 plus 11, 37 will be the next number in the series. Okay. So the series is framed just by taking the difference as odd numbers starting from 5. Okay. So 5, 7, 9. Next difference is 11. So 26 plus 11 is 37. Okay. Every one of you got it right. That is 37. So let's move on to the third one, which is analogy. So first of all, take these two. So identify the logic between these two, how they are related to each other. That is L, K, N. So that is given as O, N, Q. Okay. So I know L is the 12th letter, K is 11th, N is 14th letter, and O is 15th, N is 14, Q is 17. So when you see these numbers, it is very clearly evident that 12 plus 3, 11 plus 3 and 14 plus 3. So that's the simple relation between the first pair, and I'll apply the same relation for finding the answer. So R, Q, T. So R is 18, Q is 17, T is 20. So I have to do the same plus 3 operation here. So 18 plus 3 is 21, which is U. 17 plus 3 is 20, which is T. 20 plus 3 is 23, that is W. Okay, so U, T, W. So which is the first option we have. So U, T, W will be the answer. Okay. So if you have already done these questions, please try to give your answers in the chat box so that the remaining students can also understand how many of the students are being active in the class. Okay. So if you are giving your answers, then it will give more energy for me to teach with more, like I can give more inputs if needed. Okay. The responsiveness from the students is highly demanded. Okay. That's good. Those who have given the answer, all of them got it correct. U, T, W. Let's move on to the next one. From the given choices, select the odd one out. Okay. See, if you observe the numbers here, what you think 63, 45, 27 and 38. So there are many logics, but that logic should be correct. Just simply by seeing this, I can say 63 is an odd number, 45 odd number, 27 is also an odd number, where 38 is not an odd number. Okay, you may think like that, right? 31 is the only even number we have. That is why this is different among the remaining. So that is the reason why some of you students take it as 31 as the correct answer, 38 as the correct answer. Okay, so that is one logic you can take, but so just by taking it as odd and even, that's okay. Here 38 is correct. If you go with this particular logic of odd number and even number, even now the 38 is correct. Otherwise, you can take another thing. 6 plus 3 is 9. Sum of the digits is 9. Here also sum of the digits is 9. Here also sum of the digits is 9. Where in case of 38, the sum of the digits is 11. Okay, so that is the reason why I say 38 is all the different one. Okay, so you can use any logic, but that logic must be correct and you will get the same answer. Okay. 38. Someone said 63. One person answered at 63. So please check your answer. Otherwise, you can share your. It is not divisible by 3. Very good. That is one more logic we have. Since the sum of the digits is 9, I can also say 13.8 is not divisible by 9 also. Okay, I can take that a logic. Okay, 38. Very good. Very good. You people have given 3 logics like multiple of 3, multiple of 9. Sum of the digits is 9 and even and odd. Okay, so many logics are there for this question. So let's move on to the next one. If villa is coded as YLOD, then home is coded as. Okay, so why it is how it is coded? Villa. Okay, so again a simple question it seems. So YLOOD again simply this is 22, 9, 12, 12 and 1. So this is 25, 12, 15, 15 and 4. Okay, so again the same logic plus 3. So plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 and plus 3. So the same thing I have to apply for home. So H is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. So it should be K. Okay. So O is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18, which is R. M is 13, 13 plus 3 is 16, which is P. E is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, which is H. K, R, P, H will be the answer. Okay. It's a very easy question here. Yes, but still I got LQOP as the answer from one of the students here. So that is not correct. The answer is clearly KRPH, option B. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. If soap is coded as 51, then pale is coded as. So here instead of giving letters, they have given a number. That too, soap is a 4-letter word and 51 is a 2-digit number. Okay, that means they didn't use 1 digit for 1 letter. Okay, so they have used another logic here. Let's see what is that logic. SOAP, that is equal to 51. So let's try to convert these letters into their respective numbers. This is 19, this is 15, 1 and 16. Okay, so here the only possibility we have, because 51 is just a 2-digit number and we have 4 numbers here. So definitely it is not a multiplication of all. So what if I just add all these? So it should be equal to 51. The sum of all these digits, right? Like 119 plus 15 plus 1 plus 16 is equal to 51. So I'll apply the same logic for pale also and check what can be the answer. P is 16, 1 and plus 12 and plus 5. Okay, so 17 plus 12, 29, 29 plus 5, 34. So 34 is the code number for pale. Okay, so whenever a number is given, try to take the respective numbers of the given letters. Sometimes here, if you take their values from left to right, you got the answer. If you want to take it from the right to left, so the value of S is 8, the value of O is 12, the value of A is 26, the value of P is 11. Okay, so sometimes you may get the answer by taking the values like this. Okay, so starting from Z to A, Z is equal to 1, Y is equal to 2, X is equal to 3, like that. S is equal to 8 from the right hand side, O equal to 12 and A equal to 26 and P equal to 11. So you may get the answer sometimes if you take the numbers like this. Okay, so I hope this question is clear for all of you. The answer is 34. Okay, all of you got it right. Someone said 38. 1 into 9, 5 into 9. I don't know. I didn't get how you're saying it. But many of you are given it as 34. The numbers of respective alphabets are added, sir. Very good. That was the logic actually. So they mentioned in the chat box. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. So the logical sequence of order, you have to arrange these words in the correct order. Okay. What are those words? Cotton, plough, mill, seed, cloth. Okay. So I have to arrange these 5 words according to the process. Like, so something is going on here. So which that means that process happens in which, like, I have to arrange them based on the process they happen, right? So cotton, plough, mill, seed, and cloth. Okay. So cloth is the final thing. The final product is cloth. Okay. I'll get the cloth from cotton. Okay. I'll get the cotton from mill. Okay. Isn't it? So first you will plant the seed and after that you will plough it, or will you plough or plant the seed? So whether it is 2-4 or 4-2, please tell me whether it is 4-2 or 2-4. Just tell me whether it is 2-4 or 4-2. Yeah, everyone, it is given as 2-4-1-3-5. Correct. It is 2-4, not 4-2. Okay. Now first you will plough the land. Plough ante dunadam, right? Plough the land first of all, and after that you will plant the seed. Okay. So the first process is to plough the land. Next, seed. Next you will get cotton. Okay. Next you will uh, send it to the mill. So cotton mill, after that, that is converted into the cloth. Okay, so that will be converted into cloth here. The plough is the second one, seed is the fourth one, cotton is the first one, mill is third, and cloth is fifth. So it is 2-4-1-3-5. That is correct. Okay, so you have to send the cotton to the mill, and in that we'll get the cloth out. Okay. 2-4-1-3-5. 2-4 is the correct answer. Yes, 2-4 is the correct order. 2-4. Very good. So first ploughing. Yes, first ploughing is correct. Process. Yes, this is the process what happened, right? So first dona, right, plough, after that seed, after that cotton, mill, and then you will get the cloth. That's the process. Okay. Next, or you can say it is under occurrence of events also. Okay, you can consider it as occurrence of events also. Let's see the next question. Cooking, dish, cutting, vegetable, and shop. So first what we'll do, we'll go to shop. Okay, so we'll take vegetables. So we'll bring vegetables and after that we'll cut the vegetables, cutting and cooking. So after that you will final dish will be prepared. Okay, so we'll go to shop, we'll buy vegetables and we'll cut it, and after that we'll cook it and the dish is prepared. So this is the order. The shop is the fifth one. Vegetable is 4, cutting is 3, cooking is 1, and dish is 2. Okay, so it is 5-4-3-1-2. It is option C. That's very simple compared to the previous one. The shop, vegetable, cutting, cooking, and dish. Okay, 5-4-3-1-2. But someone said the option B is the correct answer. No, Here dish means not any vessel. So the dish means the final food. Okay, that is called as dish. So I think you might have taken that as a vessel. That's why you put that in the third place. So 5, 4, 2, 3, 1 is not correct. 5, 4, 3, 1, 2 is correct. Okay. So let's move on to the next question of directions. A man travels 10 kilometers towards northeast. So we know these are the directions here. This is east, this is north, and the northeast will be in between north and east. So this is the northeast. Okay. So for example, if I consider this is the place of that person, so he walked 10 kilometers towards northeast. Okay. So towards northeast, he walked for 10 kilometers. Okay. And then travels 8 kilometers towards south. So this is south direction. So towards south, he walked for 8 kilometers. Okay. This is towards south. Now, how far is he from his starting point? So I want to find what is this distance. So this is the starting point, right? So this is the ending point of the person. So now how far is he from the starting point? So how much is this distance? So how can I find this? So if I consider this as a right angle triangle, I know the value of hypotenuse and I know one side. Okay. So on the relation, what we know is hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. This is 10 square is equal to 8 square plus x square. So this is 100 is equal to 64 plus x square. So 36 is equal to x square. From this, I can say x is equal to 6. Okay, plus or minus 6, but actually, so if the distance cannot be negative here. So x is 6 kilometers. So this value is 6 kilometers. Okay. So I hope you understand the answer is option D, 6. Yeah, even 6 kilometers, but someone said, okay, 2. So I don't know what is how they got 2 kilometers here. So first he moved towards northeast and then south. So it will be like a right angle triangle when I want to find the distance between the starting and ending point. By using that theorem, so you can easily find x is equal to 6. So let's go for the next one, the blood relations question. A is the father of B and C. Okay, so A is the father, so male person. So father means the above generation is a father of B and C. So B and C are siblings to each other. They belong to same generation. B is the son of A, but C is not the son of A. So B is the son of A means B male. C is not the son of A means C is female. So what is C's relation with A? Okay, so what is C's relation with A means how is C related to A? So it is very clear C is the daughter of A. Okay, so nothing complicated in this question here. It's straightforward. A is the father of B and B is the son of A where C is not the son of A. If C is a child of A but not the son means obviously C is the daughter of A. So that is what they asked. What is C's relation with A? So C is the daughter of A. It is not a right angle triangle. How can we calculate? If it is a not a right angle triangle, 99.9% of the times, so either they will ask you the based on right angle triangle or maybe the straight distance. Okay, so if not, you should know the concept of geometry to learn to find the answer. Okay, so maximum they won't test you more than this Pythagoras theorem. So sometimes they may test you based on the square, maybe a rhombus. You should know how to find the diagonal of the rhombus here. Okay, how to find the diagonal of a square. So diagonal of a square is nothing but square root of side square plus side square. So that is also clear. Okay, so they won't ask more than this. So 99% of the times this is enough. The Pythagoras theorem. Based on that only we can answer it. So let's move on to the next question. The previous question, the answer is daughter. And here P introducing Q. So this is an introducing question. That's why the focus should be on this inverted commas. Okay, so who is saying this? P, because P introducing Q and saying the speaker is P. Okay, so P is the speaker. She is the daughter of my father's only son. She is nothing but Q, because P is introducing Q. Now what he's saying, Q is the daughter of my father's only son. Okay, so who can be the my father's only son? So my father's only son. My father's only son may be P. Okay, so my father's only son may be P, because P is saying this. Okay, so she is the daughter of my father's only son. My father only son is P and Q is the daughter of P. Okay, so Q is the daughter of P. Then how is Q related to P means Q is the daughter of P. Okay, understand? So a speaker is saying that my father's only son. So my father's only son is nothing but P itself if P is a male person. Okay, so if P is a male person, if P is a female person, then so P's father's only son will be P's sibling. Then if Q is the daughter of P's sibling, so Q is related to P as niece. But here in this option, in this question, you have two options. Daughter, niece is also there. Okay, but we cannot introduce a new person if you are getting the answer directly. Okay, in this question, P is introducing and saying that my father's only son. By default, I can take P as the only son of his father. Okay, then Q is the daughter of P. Since daughter is there in the options, I'll go with daughter. If daughter is not there in the options, then I can take the possibility that P may be a female and her father's son is a brother of P and brother's daughter is Q. So now Q can be the niece of P here. Understand? So since daughter is there in the options, I'll go with daughter. Okay. If daughter is not there, then I will go with the options as niece. My option should be niece. You got it out here. Someone said it has niece also. So obviously it cannot be sister. Okay. My father's only son is me. Then she is the daughter of mine. Then obviously Q is the daughter of P. Someone answered like sister. There is no chance of being sister. That's why I always emphasize, try to identify the generation gap. Is the person belong to the same generation of P or belonging to the above generation or belonging to the below generation? Okay, based on the generation gap, you can identify the relation. Okay, next. Next question, P is the sister of R. P is the sister of R. That means P and R belong to the same generation. They are siblings and P is a female, but I don't know about R. S, who is married to T, who is the mother of P and Q. Okay, that means T is the mother of P and Q means obviously mother of P. Okay, T is the mother of P and Q and married to S. Okay, so Q is also their children. Okay, Q is also their child. Now what is the relation I want? How is P related to T? So how is P related to T? So it is very easy questions we have because it is directly given in the question itself. Yes, who is married to T, who is the mother of P and Q means it is clearly given that T is the mother of P. Then how is P related to T means again the daughter is the answer for this question. The same daughter is the answer. Only son means one son. Okay, one son, but P may be the daughter, right? Only son means one son. Okay, but if a male person is saying that, then he will be that son. But if a female person is saying that only son, ఒక్కగానొక్క కొడుకు ante, it doesn't mean that there are no daughters. Son is only one, but there may be daughters. Okay. In the earlier question or previous question, I don't know the gender of P. If P is male, daughter is correct. If P is female, niece is correct. Okay. So actual answer is daughter or niece, but that option was not given in that question. So that's why I'll go with the daughter, because if I take it as a niece, I have to introduce another new person. Okay. Assuming P as a female. So I have to take her father's only son as another person, which is nowhere in the question, and her daughter as Q. Okay. And his daughter as Q. Yeah. Answer for this question is again daughter, because P is clearly female. So the given P is the sister of R. So P is a female person. Since she is a female, P is the daughter of T. Okay. All the three answers are daughter. So let's move on to the next question of data sufficiency. So what is the problem question here? So how many refrigerators were sold this year in the shop? Okay, so I have to find. That means I don't want to find. I have to check whether the information given in the statements are sufficient to find the answer or not. Actually, I don't want to find the answer. If I know, yes, the information is sufficient, that's enough. Okay, so take the first statement alone, check whether you can find the answer or not. The number of refrigerators sold this year was 3 times that of last year. Okay. So can I find how many refrigerators sold this year if I don't know how many were sold in the last year? I know this year is equal to 3 times of last year. I know this relation according to the first statement, but to identify this value or to find this year value, I should know the last year value, but I don't know the last year value in the first statement. That means by taking the statement 1 alone, I cannot answer the question. Statement 1 alone is sufficient is wrong. Now forget about the statement 2. Sorry, forget about statement 1, take the statement 2. Last year 40 refrigerators were sold. Okay, it is simply given the last year 40 refrigerators were sold. Now how can I say that this year how many refrigerators were sold? Because I don't know the relation between the last year's sales and present year sales here. Okay, this year's sale. So that's why I cannot even answer the question by taking the statement 2 alone. Okay, so if I take them individually, I cannot answer the question. But if I take both together, now I consider one as well as second one. Okay, now I have this relation between this year and the last year sales, and I know the last year sales also. Now this year sales will be equal to 3 into 40, so 120. You can find the answer if I combine both the statements. That means both statements put together are sufficient to find the answer. Understand? I hope you got it. Both the statements put together sufficient. Very good. Option 3. Very good. Let's see one more. Might be the last one. Okay. So what's the problem question here? How out of 4 balls ABCD, which is the biggest? Okay. So I want to find the biggest of 4 balls ABCD. Now take the first one alone. A greater than C, but smaller than B here. In the first statement, they have given only the relation between B, A and C. But I don't know anything about D. Whether D is the biggest of all or D is the smallest of all, or I don't know. But among B, A and C, definitely I know that B is the biggest. Since I don't know anything about D, I cannot answer the question by taking 1 alone. Okay, so statement 1 alone is wrong. So now consider the statement 2 alone. What it is? C is smaller than D. Okay, so C is smaller than D. Okay, but I know information about C and D only. I don't know anything about A and B balls. That's why I cannot say what is the biggest. Okay, now statement 2 alone is also not sufficient. What if I combine both? So what is the relation here? B greater than A greater than C, and C is less than D. Okay, so C is less than D means So again, like this. Okay. C is less than D, but I don't know D and A, which is biggest, or D and B, which is biggest here. Okay. Still I cannot say which is the biggest of 4 balls. Okay. Again, both statements put together are not sufficient. Okay. So that way I go with option 4. See, if you observe this, B greater than, A greater than C, and D greater than C. So this is what the information given in both the statements. Okay, C is the smallest of all, that I can understand. Okay, but I want to find the biggest. Okay, so I don't know whether it is B or D. So definitely A cannot be the biggest, because already I know A is lesser than B or smaller than B. Okay, so among B and D, still I didn't get the clarity. That is why I cannot answer the question even after putting both the statements together. So it will be option 4. No, that is for previous question, I think. Yeah, for this question, it is option D. Clearly, both statement put together are not sufficient. Okay. Yeah, if you have any doubts in this today's session, you can ask. Otherwise, that's the end of the session. You can leave. If you have no doubts, you can leave. So you can join the session again at 10:15, the quant session.